Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andrew, currently a gap year student entrepreneur in Malaysia, and on this channel, we'll explore ways to improve our work, our life, and ourselves in general. Today, I'll be sharing how I got my internship and some tips from my internship experience as a computer science student. I really wanted to try out working. That's why I was really looking forward for an internship when I was in my year one. So the way I did this was I gave out multiple resumes to a lot of companies during my university career fair, and then I did apply for various positions, no matter whether I am really very interested or not very interested on those company websites or job portals. And the job portals which I've used includes Warp, LinkedIn, I think JobStreet as well. So yeah, that's how I mainly try to find my internship. I think in the end, I got into around 10 interviews, and those jobs which I applied include like admin intern, graphic design intern, digital marketing intern, software engineering intern, and there is data analyst intern. Of course, you can see that not all of these are related to computer science, because really I was just trying to try out internship. I am not necessarily trying to find something that is related to computer science. I just want to try out working. So I was really desperate into looking for an internship. That's basically what I was thinking when I was after my year one of my studies. In the end, I actually got multiple offers. So the main two is a software engineering intern and a data intern at a startup. So the software engineering intern actually pays higher than the data intern, but when I hit to the software engineering intern interview, it gave me a really corporate vibe, which I really disliked. That's why I went ahead for the data intern in a startup, which is actually GoCar, a on-demand car rental startup. After I accepted the offer, I actually received multiple emails for me to progress to the next level of the interview process, something like that. But because I already accepted the data intern, so I wasn't able to go for all of those, and all of those are actually company which I really prefer. So regarding this, I'll talk about why you shouldn't accept your offer so quickly in the tip sharing section later. But of course, there's still a little bit of regret from all of that, but overall, I quite enjoyed my whole internship my whole internship process, because the startup was really good, really cool. I learned a lot of stuff from there, and it gave me a lot of good memories as well. And yes, that is actually my only internship until now, because after year two, I go ahead, it was a COVID pandemic, and I go ahead with my company, ran it through a whole gap year. And for more information about that, you can check out this playlist above, which I focus on talking about my business and all that. But yes, now that's it for my internship story. Now, let's get into tip sharing. First, looking for an internship isn't about looking for the right internship which you really enjoy. Internship is actually a very good process for you to eliminate things which you dislike. So let's say if for computer science, because I actually studied computer science with artificial intelligence, so it's quite broad, because I can literally enter to any single computer science job. I can go ahead be data scientist, data analyst, software engineer, there's even like software testing engineer. I believe there's just a bunch of jobs for me to get into. But for sure, I won't, and it's for most people, you won't enjoy all the job sets that's available. So you should take the internship opportunity to try out any job that you may find interesting. And throughout those jobs, don't be sad when you found that that's not what you expected and that's actually something you dislike, because that's kind of the purpose of internship. Instead of searching for that one right job which you really enjoy and want to do that for the rest of your life, it's actually more about eliminating stuff which you don't really enjoy. Same thing for life experience as well. You shouldn't just always think that, oh, choosing the best thing is the best way of going through life, because it's quite impossible for you to encounter the best and right choice all the time. So choosing the wrong choice is fine. You actually learn from that, and then you know that, okay, this is not something I enjoy. Next time, I won't be choosing this. When you apply for different positions, they have different requirements. That's why you shouldn't just have one single resume for every single position. Because, of course, like what I said, there's different requirements, so you should just design your resume based on the requirements offered by this position. So before you actually go ahead and send out resume, do some research. Look at the requirements they want and what do you need for those requirements, and then just customize your resume into all those requirements. It's actually quite easy to do so. I believe like now there's a lot of platform which allows you to like drag and drop resume, or even I actually use Photoshop, and then I literally just have multiple templates which I can just pull in and then just place it there, so that it's actually quite easy to like customize your resume. But don't simply make one universal resume, because you pretty much can't do that. And then yeah, of course, when you look at the company perspective, they of course try to find people who truly understand this single position that they are applying for. Therefore, if you customize it well, people are more likely to hire you. I believe many people have their own company preference and all that. So before you start applying onto jobs and everything, build a list. So a company ranking list from the most preferable company to like kind of your last resort and all that. So you apply based on that. So from top to bottom, you send in all the applications and stuff. Because you obviously you know that the top ones are the ones that you want to go for. So you will wait for those, you apply for those first. So if replies do come in and everything, you for sure know that those will come in first. And worst case, if those doesn't go through, you can go down the list for preferable ones. So you won't just like accept any offers when it comes through. You will know that which one is more preferable and which one is not. Another thing is, you know that when it's a company on top of the list, do put in extra effort into it, so that it makes you more likely to get accepted by those companies. But worst come to worst, those doesn't accept you, it's fine. You go on to your last resort company, and then you are still learning, because the main thing about internship is always about learning. When people are looking for internship, they always try to look at the internship that's offered by companies. So they go through like companies that they like, or like job portals, and then they see, oh, intern. So I'll apply all of those. So let's say maybe you're interested in like Shopee, a e-commerce company, and then they don't really offer internship, then you just skip that company since they don't really want me. But instead, you shouldn't do that. So if you are just interested in that company, what you should do is that you should offer them your internship. Yeah, it might sound a bit bizarre to do this, but it actually works. So instead of just applying onto offer, if you're really interested in one company, you can just email them your resume, your portfolio, and talk about why do you like so much about their company, and then you can ask them whether they actually are offering internship right now. Or an even better way to prevent them not replying you is by going through connections on LinkedIn and all that. So on LinkedIn, you can pretty much easily find people that work in that single company, and then you can just connect with them and then maybe chat with them. Ask them whether you're actually offering any internship, any possible position that I can go into. So if that company is really a company that you like, you should really just do it this way. Otherwise, you may just miss out on a great opportunity here. It's okay to apply for jobs even if you're underqualified. Yeah, don't be so stringent by whatever requirements that they give. It's okay to be a bit underqualified. So yes, the main thing is when you look at the requirements, so you look at whatever qualification you have and the skills that you have as well. As long as you have around 60 to 70%, it's totally fine. You can just go ahead and apply for a job. You kind of have the basic knowledge because you're an intern. Of course, it's important for you to have the willingness to learn and improve, but they wouldn't really expect you to know 100% as well. Another thing is that even if you don't have the requirements of that whole don't have the requirements at all, you should just go ahead and do some research and see whether you can learn that skill. If you can, try learning that skill. As long as you get some basics of it, you can go ahead and go for the interview. After you get accepted, you will have the responsibility to continue learning it and master it up to 60 and 70%, because since you've already showed that you know this knowledge, I believe you should work harder. Don't just like slack off after you got through the interview. So it's okay to be underqualified, but make sure that you're always willing to learn and improve. Like what my experience has told me, don't rush into accepting offers. So yeah, maybe you start out with like sending 10, 20s applications and all that, and when offers starts coming in, you might be anxious, and then you don't want to. You have the fear of missing out. You might be afraid that, oh shit, if I miss out on this offer, would I not get such a good offer anymore? So you might rush into accepting it. But I would say don't do that. I believe many people have a list of companies which they are just interested in, and then maybe based on that, if those company which offers you are not really your preferred company, it's worth waiting longer to see if they still come back to you. Because the one thing is, many people are rushed into accepting offers because they think that they won't be getting more offers. But the thing is, look at the offers that you have right now. You have offers, just that they are not the one you preferred. So it's okay to take some risk and wait longer for the offer that you really want. Worst comes to worst, if you don't have those offers doesn't come in, you can just reapply to multiple jobs, or be slightly bit of thick face and then email back to those companies which you rejected previously. If they give you if they still have the offer available, accept those, or you can just go through the whole process of applying for internship again. People just dislike that whole process because they think it's tiring. But if a company is important enough for you, it's worth risking to wait for the offer. Worst case, you know that you still have the capability. Trust yourself. Look at all the offers that you already received. You just won't get the preferred job offer, but you will still be able to get one. Finally, prioritize experience over pay. Some people look at the money as the most important part in an internship, but no, you shouldn't really care about the pay. I mean, like, they do give you pay, and usually they call it allowance because that is some money for you to pay for your like transportation, your food and all that, so your simple expenses when you're working at their place. But going into an internship is a different experience than going into work after that. You should really appreciate this experience and just try to get the best out of the experience. Because when you actually get out to work after that, you can't really, they expect you to know everything. They don't expect you to have this little knowledge on every single thing. So you're not really allowed to fail that many times anymore. So since internship is a chance for you to just like learn, explore and fail, appreciate this experience. Don't waste it. Of course, if you really care that much about money, don't go find an internship, go find a part-time job. Part-time job usually pays higher than this. If you like this video, do like, share and subscribe. Maybe consider checking out my previous video where I talk about all the investments I've made since I'm 13. Or maybe you can check out the Internship podcast, which is actually a podcast channel created by me and my girlfriend Verene, where we discuss about incongruous thoughts in our daily life. Thanks everyone for watching, and hope to see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.